Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Starchaser. So tonight the episode is called Greenhouse Shadows, and I am concerned. So not quite sure what that's going to be about. Before we jump into everything, a couple of quick changes to the way we normally do things. You may notice over on the... Oh, it's over here now. On the right-hand side of the screen, the viewer actions are a little bit different. So changed things up a little bit to give people a chance to do things via retweets. So there is a Twitter message that went out a little bit ago. Let me actually grab that for all of y'all. Here we go. So you can see that in the chat. And for every 5 retweets that this gets, we will put a D4 into the players or cast members and the GM's pool. And they can use those. In the case of Call of Cthulhu here, we'll roll that and subtract it from the roll. But in most other games, we'll be adding that to the roll. So that adds a D4 for every 5 retweets. The rest of them are pretty much the same, except we've taken 1 or 2 out and put some new ones in. For $2, you can donate a 1d6 bonus roll. And some of the prices changed around a little bit too. The Phoenix Down's a little bit cheaper to get now, which saves people from dying if their characters are going to die. The only 2 things on there that probably are not super self-explanatory is the switch. Basically, if the cast has a switch and the GM is doing something, they can say, I want you to switch that action. So it can be, say that the GM is going to have the big bad guy shoot the hero. The cast, if we have a switch, can go, nope, do something else. And it'll be something other than shoot. And vice versa if the GM has one. The other thing that's not super self-explanatory is the complication. That's the $15 one. So with that, as long as it is setting appropriate and appropriate in general, you can throw in any complication into the story that you like, and the cast and the game master will have to deal with it accordingly.
One example of a complication would be like making the captain a lizard person.
I don't think that's a good one.
Or, suddenly there's an unexpected giraffe on the ship that's rabid, and we have to figure out how to get it off the ship. Can really be just about anything, as long as it's, relatively appropriate, not too scandalous or risque or anything like that. So yeah, those are the ways that you can get involved yourself as a viewer. The sites to donate to participate in that are at the bottom right over there. And there's also a message that will pop up from time to time with links as well. But I think that's about all of the new stuff to cover, so we'll do some quick introductions. I, of course, am Raven. I'm a professional game master, tabletop streamer, and tabletop designer. You can find me here on this channel. Holiday schedule is going to be a little bit weird, but starting January, it will be every day except for Sunday. I will be here. And then you can also find all of us on Twitter at the tags that are right below our names. And I am extremely active on Twitter, so if you have questions or want to see updates or anything like that, or want to get in on a game, definitely hit me up there. With that, we'll kind of go weird order today. We'll toss it over to Patrick and let you introduce Gideon and yourself a little bit, and then we'll hand the reins over to Gwen.
Sure. I'm Patrick. I'm a Tactric anywhere you can find me online. You can catch me here every Thursday night for the next bit of time, finishing up this campaign as Gideon Zale. He is a risk. I don't know if his new title is the same as his old one, but he works with risk analysis and essentially looking for patterns of bad things that can happen and trying to preemptively stop that from happening, which his ability to sometimes see into the future correctly can occasionally help with or hurt with. It's not exact science.
I love how last episode you thought on a failure you were seeing the future correctly. I was like, that's cute.
Yeah. Fun stuff. All right, and where can we find you online? Did you already say that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, perfect. I was a little distracted with another thing that popped up here.
Okay, so
yeah.
I'm Glenn. I'm the game master. And before we start, a little recap of last episode. So, Lucy and Stacy went on a date, quote unquote date. Let me pull up Starchaser notes. Yes. And on that date, let's just say it could have gone a lot better for Stacy than it did.
Yeah.
And ended up calling Stacy's mom. And Stacy's mom ended up kind of dealing with it.
That's true.
And sent Stacy to her room.
Yes, Stacy got grounded after a massage mishap, I believe, was what happened.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yes. And some interviews with some lizard people happened.
Indeed.
Where some lore got dropped. Just a little bit of lore, just a little. And Gideon had a thing with Harold.
Yes.
But it was all in his head.
Currently isn't, as we're starting. So as we're starting, we ended with a cliffhanger with Lucy in the room with Sarah and the lizard person, arresting said lizard person.
With Eddie / Roger / whatever we called him at the end of that one.
It was
Robbie? I can't
Robbie.
remember.
Yes. You kept calling him the wrong name.
Eddie. You seem more like an Eddie to me. Sorry, man. Okay.
So that's where we're starting.
And I'm trying to remember, did he turn into a lizard person yet?
No.
Okay.
He just Sarah just arrested him on suspicion.
Okay.
Wait, is Eddie not the one that we interviewed last time? Because Eddie was the one that was Eddie. We definitely saw Eddie become not a lizard person. Because that was the whole. That was
George.
That one Okay. There was definitely a saga of, oh my god, they teleported Eddie away.
Yes. You call both of them Eddie.
Just seen one cruise ship employee, you've seen them all. So Lucy's just like letting Sarah do her thing and being moral support.
So if nothing else interesting is going to happen with that scenario,
I don't think Lucy's gonna do anything without something else to prompt action.
We go to the end of the day after Robbie has been thoroughly arrested.
Okay.
And Sarah's processing him and putting him in there's not necessarily a brig because this is a cruise ship. So she's bringing him to the captain's office.
Okay. Cool. Lucy's just tagging along.
Mm-hmm. And the captain says, "Is this the other one?" Yes, this is the other one. He's not saying anything. Great. You can take him to... You can take him to the... what's the word I'm looking for? The med bay. You can take him to the med bay.
Okay.
Where he can cool off for a day or two. And then see how he feels about talking to us then. And Robbie sighs deeply. Well, if that's how you're going to play it. Presses the button.
You told me you weren't a lizard person, Eddie. You lied to me.
Actually has his hands behind his back, so
like it's on his chin.
yeah.
That's pretty great. Lucy just kind of yells that out, and that's what she's doing.
Well, you see, if you work with us, we can help with the shadow problem. Not this again. Look, we're not interested in your help. We just want you to go, and we want our personnel back. If you can tell us which of these buttons on your fancy get up here opens the portal and gets us our personnel back, you can go.
Oh, I bet it's this one. And Lucy pushes one of the buttons that wasn't the one that turned him into a lizard, or back into a lizard. Whichever
Lucy, roll electronics systems first of all. See if you press the right button.
I think I actually am good at that. I am good at that.
Yes, you are.
We'll see if the dice agree.
With advantage.
Woot. I'll just go with the hard
Roll
success.
again. Roll again and see if it's higher. Just to see if it's higher.
All right.
Nope. We're going with the hard success then. So you having seen this get up a few times now, press the right button, roll computer operation, also with advantage.
Hey, I'm actually decent at this too. 1 and 2.
Yes, so 41 is a much better success. And you could actually spend some luck to make it a hard success if you wanted.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. So with the hard success and the regular success combined, you hear Agent Red. What is the status? And then Robbie's like, well, shit. And the captain responds, oh, it's Agent Red, is it? Well, seeing as you are home base, presumably, please open up a portal and send back our personnel, and we will send back yours. What guarantees do we have that you're not going to just kill Agent Red? We haven't yet. I see. So we're playing it this way. Why, yes, we are. Absolutely. Now, are you going to open the portal or shall I? I don't believe you have the technology to open a portal. And the captain No, the captain focuses, puts her hand up, and a portal opens.
Well, that's new.
As you were saying, what? How did you do that? Well, you see, particle manipulation along with telekinesis becomes a very potent form of psychic ability. That's extremely rare and really hard to control. How are you alive currently? Oh, very easily. I've spent 30 years perfecting it. Interesting. And since I haven't described the captain before now, yes, she is in her 60s. So this tracks. Now, are you going to send through our personnel? Because I am about to send through yours. In 30, 29, 28, you negotiate very harshly. 27, 26, 25, 24. All right. And you see, walking through the portal, George and Robbie. And then the captain picks up the lizard person and gently shoves them through the portal. And then closes it. Well, seeing as they said that they were out of shadows, I don't think we will be seeing any more people from that dimension. At least for another 100 or so years. Now, any more information? Oh, yes. She calls Gideon. Who is currently in the middle of his encounter with Harold.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you say?
I don't think I answer.
Well, that's odd. It's voicemail. What's your voicemail? What is Gideon's voicemail?
God, it would be something. It would be something just very stale and professional. Like, no joy to it. No, like, not like any kind of like fun novelty to it. Just like, this is Gideon Zale. At this number, if I'm the one you're trying to reach, like, leave a message. I will get back to you when I can.
Well, he must be very busy. Yes. So, Gideon, when you get the chance, update me on the shadow situation. We have the lizard person situation well and taken care of, I do believe. And hangs up. Sarah, Lucy, great job, both of you.
It helps if I'm not muted, by the way.
Sarah, Lucy, great job, both of you.
Thanks. Sorry, I seemed to sort of like zoned out there for a minute.
You are both dismissed.
All right.
Have a good night and winks.
Do you want me to try to call Gideon? Because, I mean, he might
Oh
answer.
no! If he's not going to answer from me, I don't want to sound too arrogant, but if he's not going to answer from me, I don't think he's going to answer from you.
Pulls out her phone, presses the button while staring at the captain.
Does Gideon answer?
Absolutely not.
It's like, he's probably dead or something. All right, bye. She'll walk out with Sarah.
So as you're walking out, Sarah says, "Well, I'm free for the rest of the night, so I guess I'll go back to my room."
All right, well, I mean, since I'm not hunting lizard people and stuff at the moment, could go watch a movie or something. Is like, what's going on the ship tonight? And...
Oh, there's actually Star Wars 30 playing.
Star Wars 30. Not much of like a sci-fi person, but I guess it could be fun. Do you want to go? And
That you get a -10, so that's a success.
that makes it a 69.
Exactly. Oh wow! Oh wow! Yes.
I am done now. Okay.
Yes. So you rolled a 69.
Yep. Apparently I did. So let's just gonna go right over to the movie theater.
Yeah. And we fade to black.
Cause the movie's starting, right?
Yeah. Because you watched the movie.
Alright.
And presumably you just watch the movie and nothing happens in the movie theater besides a little hand holding and kissing and such.
Well, I mean, Lucy could tell people about it, but then she'd have to kill them, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're gonna go with that. So
So
both of our intrepid heroes are behind veils at the moment.
Let your imagination wander. And that is when you both get a massive migraine. And we pan over. And we pan over to
Migraines are the worst.
what's the status? Oh, well, they seem to be indisposed at the moment, both of them. And the girl, we have dealt with the girl effectively. I don't know why you wanted her, yes, that is for me to know and for you to not find out, hopefully. Okay, boss, that kind of scares me. I would just leave.
Can we tell who this is talking?
Yeah, you can both roll spot hidden.
Can I try rolling a listen?
Yes.
Oof.
So you can spend luck to make that a success.
I'm okay.
Yeah. So you would recognize the voice as the higher up with the mind powers that you talked to on when you when you
When I was
got your
transitioned to that agency.
yes, exactly. And they had to get someone with psychic powers who did not know about the shadows, or at least that's what they told you. Now you're not so sure seeing this. And I would like Gideon to roll for. I would like Gideon to roll for Shadow, and I would like Lucy to roll Sanity.
Yay, sanity!
Also Gideon will roll Sanity as well.
Yay, success!
Ooh, that's a hard success for Foreshadow. And Gideon also rolls Sanity. You lose 5 Sanity.
Sure.
Because that's a 96 plus.
Ouch.
Oh, also roll on the fumble table. So we are going to roll a D100 and see what happens. Roll a D100. 33. On a 31 to 5, you lose an extra 1d4 sanity.
Sure.
Ouch.
Oh, roll a d6 and a d4 for sanity loss.
A d6 and a d4?
Mm-hmm.
8.
You lose 8 sanity total. On top of the 5.
Yep.
And like I said, there's a...
So what does it mean when I dip below? Because on this character page it says 64-62-99. Does something happen when I go below 64?
Supposed to. We're not using those rules.
Okay.
You can instead of taking the sanity damage, take a temporary sanity, if you want.
No, I'm good.
Because I've got a perfect one for you if you want to take temporary sanity instead of the staining loss.
Instead of, would that save me the 8 or?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that.
So your temporary insanity is that you now see shadows everywhere.
Sure.
Alrighty.
And you temporarily you can add this skill to your character sheet, Detect Life, at 50%.
Detect lie.
Detect Life, Life.
Oh, okay.
And that is only for this session.
So it's what we were listening to was the higher up that transitioned me to this new company, and who were they chatting with?
The boss.
The the veiled shadowy figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So.
Oh yeah. What became? Do I get any further glimpses of anything because of that foreshadow roll? What was? I forgot all about that because of the sanity hemorrhaging out.
So the foreshadow roll was, as she checks her notes real quick. Okay, so the foreshadow roll is going to come into play after. Not right now.
Okay.
So we'll pan over to Lucy, who is in the movie theater at the time of this.
Okay.
And you have a massive headache. And you know that you don't have precognition as an ability.
Okay.
So you are very weirded out by this.
Because I actually heard that.
Yes. You actually heard and saw all of that.
I think Lucy's gonna because I'm sure they probably got concessions and stuff. Probably gonna look at the drink, be like, oh, what do they put in this? Did they drug the drinks?
I would hope not. Yeah. If you're feeling not great, we can just call it a day.
I just thought I heard voices and my head kind of hurts. I mean, it's getting better, but that was really weird.
Well, if you're not feeling great, we can just call it a day, and I can go back to my room.
Sarah seems really eager to go back to her room for some reason. I'm sure I'll be all right. Unless you want to go.
So roll charm again.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. That's a 68.
On.
So that is a success.
Still a success, okay.
Yeah, and Sarah's well, if you're feeling okay, yeah, I'll walk you back to your room. Yeah.
All right.
After the movie, and you finish watching the movie,
Okay.
and Sarah's walking you back to your room. Do you make small talk?
Absolutely. Lucy will say things like, so how'd you like the movie? Yeah, that was way better than I thought it would be, because I'm not usually into sci-fi. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that actor was so great.
Yeah, Harrison Ford III is awesome.
And the special effects. Oh my gosh.
And then, yeah, is Lucy's head feeling better by this point?
Roll luck. And we'll see.
Let's find out. Yay!
Just barely a success. Your head still is ringing, but you are feeling pretty great.
Okay. In that case, Lucy will invite Sarah into the room, and I don't know. I assume it has one of those mini tiny coffee makers or something like that. So invite her in for coffee.
Nice. So, what happens next is I'm going to have you roll charm with a -20 with advantage.
Oh, geez.
So that's 44 for the best. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Do we need to know what happens here? Or do we pan to,
I would say it would seem very familiar to that night that Stacy was in Lucy's room.
Uh-huh.
And we'll leave it at that.
Well, Lucy was in Stacy's room. That's the opposite. Sarah's in Lucy's room.
Yeah, they're doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. So we pan over to Gideon, who's waking up the next day. In Harold's room.
Everybody's doing stuff.
Roll spot hidden. And oh yeah, detect life you can check. Yeah, put a check mark on detect life.
Mm-hmm.
Now roll detect life.
Nope.
Oof. Oof. So that is a failure, so roll a d6 for sanity loss. Or, no, you lose 1 sanity. Sorry. You lose 1 sanity. So now you're at 69. You have 69 sanity and 69 luck.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I need to edit your thing here.
I'd say Gideon is feeling 69 right now. So you're not quite sure, but you feel like somebody's watching you. And you just can't shake it.
Right. I will. I guess like getting out of bed and getting ready, I will find my phone and listen to my messages
Mm-hmm.
to hear that the captain contacted me. Did Lucy leave a message, or did she just angrily hang up when I didn't answer?
I think you probably hear, whatever. He's probably dead. Bye. But like the phone is like right here. I don't know if you can catch it on the camera. It's like right here. So she's not talking directly into the phone.
Yeah. As you're listening to your messages, Harold groans. Coffee. Goes over to the coffee maker, puts on his clothes. You want some coffee?
No, I've got to run up to the captain. Apparently there was some development with the lizard people last night. Still don't know. I still don't know what to make between these two groups. Are we?
If you would like a company suit, I've got extras plenty in the closet.
No, it's no offense. It's until we know what's up with whoever it is that we technically work for. I'm not gonna wear anything they might have bugged or surveilled.
I can tell you, because you're my boss now, that it's probably a good idea to wear it. It's how I know that that's there. And he points to the corner and you see a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And then he points to the other corner and you see another shadow. It's also why they're not draining us right now, and why the room is breathable.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they can drain the air out of a room pretty quick.
I feel like this is all information you left out of our conversation last night. Last thing I remember, per this discussion, was we confirmed that you're working for shadow people. They weren't telling you as much as you thought. You said you didn't think they were shadow people, or you said they didn't tell you, but you suspected.
Yes, I highly suspect they are shadow people because all of their operatives are shadows.
We're not shadows. And also, you had something available to stop people from getting attacked by shadows, and you're only now mentioning this.
Well, the higher ups didn't want me telling you, but you're my boss now, so that's out the window.
Okay, so what do you actually know about the higher ups now that you're in a more revealing mood?
A very, very, very revealing move.
Yes.
Oh my.
Because I was under the impression that we both didn't trust them and weren't just going to do whatever for them anymore.
Oh no. No, I don't trust them. I never have. Yes. These little, and he points to his shadows again, came out of, and he gestures to the box.
The
He
box that I
gestures to the
brought.
package. The package, yeah.
Mhm. Have I opened the package?
No, you have not.
Hmm.
Roll that analysis and let's see how much you put together hearing this information. Oh, with advantage.
With advantage, you said?
Yeah. Oh, that's an extreme success. So you put together everything. So you remember that the lizard people said they were using shadows as a power source, and they also said that that package contained a extra special power source that could help them create portals anywhere.
Yeah, that could perfect the technology.
Yes. But the technology runs on shadows. So you, being smart, know that the box probably contains something that contains a shit ton of shadows.
Okay, that's where my head was going. Is the box now empty and they've all jumped out already? Or is there still stuff in there?
You failed your detect life roll. You can spend 30 points of luck to retroactively.
I'm just gonna ask Harold, since you saw them coming out, is there any? Are they all out? Is this empty? I shake it.
Roll detect life, and we're looking for an 80 or below.
Nope.
Harold has a headache. It seems
it was at this moment that he fucked up.
Does not like this, so they're blocking my abilities. And he collapses to the ground.
Would it be streetwise to see if he's faking?
Yes.
I'll spend the 5 luck to see if he's fake. To make that a success.
So you spend the 5 luck. Wait, 7 minus 3 is 4, so 5. Yeah, 5. You're right. He is not faking at all.
Useless. Okay.
Because you rolled a fumble. Oh, actually, you can roll on the fumble table for Harold. For Harold. Roll a d100.
Ah, That was weird. I don't know how that happened.
What happened?
I rolled 21d 1200s instead of 1d1.
I don't see it. So yeah, roll a d100.
It says it's rolling, but it's not showing up. I think I broke roll 20.
I think you broke more than roll 20.
Yeah, can I? Oh, there it goes. 11.
11. So on a 10 to 17, temporary loss of all psychic abilities for 1d6 hours for 1d6. Very thematic. 3 hours. So yes, Harold, you see Harold's head just no longer is glowing at all. And he stands up. Ugh. Well, that's shit. Maybe not press your luck with HQ, I guess.
What do you mean press my luck with HQ? I don't know what happened,
so
Harold.
much, Michael, for that $10 donation. Very much appreciated. Sorry to interrupt you there, Patrick.
No, you're good.
That is an auto success to the players or to the GM, or you can split that up with some of the other stuff below that one.
To Lucy.
Thank you very much.
Oh, to the cast.
Yeah, we're
That's-
switching it up a little bit, so I will have an opportunity to use it. But because we all share them so often on every single show, I just made it a cast pool and a GM pool. So I will put it to the cast, and if I get desperate for something, I will use it. Thank you very much. This is very generous.
So
Harold, what specifically pissed them off, Harold? Was it shaking the box? Is it that we're talking?
I don't know. I can call them if you want, or you can call them.
No, Harold, it's...
But that might piss them off more.
Right. So it's how did they do anything to you? Is the question. Because I don't know what I'm going to do yet with this box. I might piss them off a lot, and I'd like to know what could happen from that.
You know as much as I do now.
See, you said that the last time we had a chat, and then this morning
No,
came
he
out
did
with a
not.
punch.
I actually did not. I will stop you there. No, he did not. We just faded to black. So, as you were saying, he said, "Now you know as much as I do."
Mm-hmm. Which, whatever. I don't know where to go further with this discussion, Harold. It's whatever this is. It's probably not. I mean, I definitely don't want the lizard people to have it, but I don't know who the hell we work for, and they probably shouldn't have this either. So.
Yeah, you should probably check in with Captain.
Yeah, that's the plan. I guess you just keep thinking about things that don't get you zapped remotely.
And Harold walks out of the room.
Isn't this Harold's room?
Yes. He wanted you to get changed into the suit.
Sure, I do that, and then I absolutely rifle through his things to see if he's hiding anything else.
So I will give you advantage on the spot hidden. Or no. This is definitely a search, not spot hidden. I will give you advantage on the search.
So it's a search check?
Yes.
Okay. Identical
You don't,
rolls.
you don't find anything interesting at all whatsoever.
I mean, that also feels correct for Harold.
Besides the shadows.
Yes. Are there more of them now, or just the two that Harold pointed out?
There is only one left.
Yeah, sure. I turn to leave Harold's room, and I turn to the one that's left, and I say, I don't know who the hell our boss is, but if they want this at the end of this, I'm gonna need more of an explanation for things. And Harold doesn't appear to be the best representative for him, so maybe.
Roll sanity.
Sure. I yell at the shadow on the wall.
Ooh, very much a success. So you don't lose any sanity as you hear in your head. Yeah.
Shit.
Please do not shake the box anymore. And I will see you later.
Are you in the box?
I will be in a minute.
The hell does that mean?
And you do you
I-
continue do you want to continue talking to the shadow?
No, I don't think I'm getting satisfying answers. So I put it in a pocket in such a way that I want it to shake as much as possible just from me walking without overtly
And
shaking.
the shadow wraps itself up your leg and goes into the box, and you feel a absolute chill. Roll power. See how well you did with this chill. Yeah, this is a success.
Just enough.
You are not shaken.
Oof, just barely.
You are not shaken as this shadow goes into your pocket and into the box.
But is he stirred?
Yes.
I have a hard time believing all of this falls under safe working environments in that contract. I guess I just head up to the captain's chambers. I'll text Lucy that I missed her call and I'm heading that way if she wants to catch up.
Now we've head over to Lucy. So it's the next day.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, Lucy's busy. She doesn't answer the text.
Yes, it's the next day. You wake up in your room with Sarah,
Okay.
and you get a text.
So,
Because I'm gonna say you wake up way later than
probably.
Gideon or Harold.
I feel like Lucy would like reach over, grab her phone, look at it, and go, and text back Gideon, and all it says is, "You're interrupting cuddle time. Talk later."
So,
I think I text back with like, "Oh, you and Stacy made up?"
All you get back in all caps is "Talk later." So, I think Lucy would probably be available, like, I don't know, another 30 minutes or an hour or so.
So another 30 minutes or an hour later.
Okay. I think at that point Lucy's gotten ready, said a proper see you later to Sarah, and
and Sarah leaves.
Yeah, and she'll catch up with Gideon.
Gotcha. So we pan back over to Gideon. It's right after you receive talk later.
Yep. So I go to the captain's quarters and see if, just knocking to see if she's awake and just catch up.
Do you go with Harold?
Is Harold coming? I kind of told Harold to like go like twiddle his thumbs.
Harold left so you could change.
Oh.
To give you some privacy. He's right outside.
Yeah. What bullshit? What bullshit menial task can I send Harold to do instead? Because I don't trust him to like have him when I'm looking for real questions at this point. So I need something to keep him busy.
So all of that happened the previous night, and the next day your thought is
it means nothing.
This guy.
It means nothing to you. It means nothing.
It meant something before I found out he was still keeping all these secrets. I thought we were on a different page.
Oh my gosh.
Like, the way the discussion ended last night, I kind of thought, like, okay, we had aired everything that we knew about this company. And then he's like, oh yeah, here's more surprises with the shadows. Where the hell can I send him?
I'm going to have you roll a charm roll for Harold. So Harold's charm.
Oh my gosh.
Harold and I are both not charming, I don't think.
Harold's charm is 40.
Oh, he's a lot more charming than me.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that I could utilizing fast talk make it sound like just mention a bunch of leads that like we had been looking into that we just like, oh yeah, this person was suspicious and this was this is what we learned about the shadow, and you know, we were thinking the greenhouse might have something to do with things because of the air fumes.
So roll fast talk against Harold's charm.
Got it.
So the DC would be anything below 40. You did it. Harold buys into it.
That's what I want Harold to try and I want to convince him that I'm trying to get him to look for like a collection of shadows, like a higher shadow density than what we've been seeing, to try and figure out what their goal is.
Roll detect life for Harold.
I still don't know what that does, and I've rolled it 3 times now. And failed all 3 times. Spectacularly.
Oh my god! Roll on the fumble table again! As Harold tries to detect life again, and really roll D100.
Well, Harold doesn't have any psychic powers for a few hours, right?
That's true, he doesn't.
No, but he does lose.
Jeez.
He does lose a psychic point. So he loses a magic point as well to add insult to injury. Oh.
Harold,
This poor guy.
Harold, it looks like you're thinking too hard. It's maybe just take a lap around the ship. I'd really like to figure out where these shadows are kind of like nesting here in the ship. So why don't you take some laps around? I'll just go get whatever. I'm sure it's a very like not important update for the captain, and then we'll regroup so I can help you search.
I think that's a good idea. I'll meet you in the greenhouse.
Got it.
The greenhouse section.
Yeah, I mean, take your time. You're not looking so great. You're looking a little under
I'm
the
not
weather.
feeling great either.
Yep, take it easy. Maybe take a nap if you want. Don't. We'll meet up.
Yeah, and Harold just says bye and goes back in his room and takes a nap. To roll recovery for Harold. That's a D6.
So has Harold been like sleeping in these suits? Like, how has he not been attacked? I've got so many questions.
You did not ask them though.
No, this is Gideon's inner monologue as he's walking to the couch.
You did not ask him. He would have told you at this point. In fact, he would have told you all of this before. He would have told you all this last episode. You didn't ask. and you're painting Harold as a bad guy.
Oh no, I'm not saying Gideon's in the right. I'm saying like there were a bunch of questions that he just assumed he had answers to, and now he's suspicious because he didn't.
So
Gideon does not like surprises.
Does Lucy roll up around that time?
Roll up and power. Oh wait. First roll power.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, Lucy's feeling fresh after last night.
Oh God. Lucy's got her like super extra large latte with pumpkin spice and whatnot.
And has some swagger.
Damn straight or not straight. What was the other
Definitely.
thing I had to roll?
Luck.
Look.
Ooh.
Nice. Space pumpkin
Nice.
spice lattes.
So, yeah. Let me just check real quick what luck was for.
I
Oh, yes,
wanted to
that.
catch up with Gideon.
That. So yes, you catch up with Gideon. You catch up with Gideon at the at the captain's office. I would like you both. I would like Gideon to roll luck now.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice. So nothing happens.
I am concerned. It was Eddie, wasn't it? Eddie's up to something.
Nope. As the captain asks, why did you not answer last night? And where's my update?
I was on a fact-finding information regarding the shadows. It proceeded through the night and through this morning. Before we go any further, I'll give Gwen a minute so she doesn't die, so they don't die.
All right, quick question. Did Lucy know what you were up to?
I thought that I told Lucy that I was going to Gideon or going to his room.
Yeah, you told her you were going to Harold's room.
Oh, right, because she had that whole thing of like, well, like he's super not my type, but I guess to each their own. So yeah, Lucy is probably going.
Because I also like blanked out in the hallway next to you before I went, and like.
That's right. Okay. Wow, memory is not working today. I remember now. Yeah, so Lucy is probably going like. Excuse me. That sorry, my coffee went down wrong.
Captain, before we get any further into conversation, are you able to... I don't know the full extent of what you can do. Are you able to create, like, temporary fields around things? Or, like...
So, roll data analysis. Yeah, you know all of the captain's powers. So you have, from what you've seen of the captain, you know that the captain has a rare combination of telekinesis and adjustment, and an advanced form of adjustment which does not exist in the book. So the captain can not only do regeneration, she can do atom manipulation as well as regeneration. And let me check in the book to make sure I'm not making stuff up. Here it is. Book. Just got to make sure I'm not making stuff up. PSYCHIC.
Yeah, because I guess what my goal is, if the captain's able to do it, is I'm curious if she can create like a mini temporary psychic box around this box, so that we could try and talk without the box eavesdropping on us.
I'm going to have Gideon roll up, but the target is going to be 80 instead of 76.
Okay.
Or instead of 84 instead of 85. Yeah.
Okay. 46.
Nice. So the captain does this, and there's no problems. If you suggest it to the captain.
Yes.
You suggest this to the captain.
And I'm trying to do it like as non-verbally as I can, which is kind of like.
Do you have to? Oh, you don't have telepathy.
Is there something to like? Does she have anything to write on, or can I? I guess I could just text her, maybe.
Absolutely.
Yes, I will do that kind of I'll try and like keep talking with filler as I text with like one hand to like try and not attract attention to it. Because I'm super sane and afraid that this box is eavesdropping on us.
I have to do a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are taking a. Oh.
Not that thing. But I will say that thing in a second.
So you see Harold.
So
texting while he's speaking with the captain, and like this is you start texting at the start of this conversation, and it's at this point that the captain receives the text.
So is Gideon doing this like in his pocket with the phone, or is the phone out of his pocket?
I think the phone is out of his pocket because like he's not sure. He's not thinking super straight because like the box is in a pocket, but he also still thinks the box can hear and see things.
Okay. So you see exactly what Harold is texting. I mean, what Gideon is texting.
What is Gideon texting?
You see the exact wording too.
It's like, do you have the abilities to create a temporary psychic box around a strange object?
And you get, without the captain texting at all, yes.
Perfect.
So remind me real quick, what's the equivalent of wisdom in Call of Cthulhu? Is it intelligence?
It would be data analysis for you.
I just meant like the raw stat, like
The raw
Like how
the raw
Dean-
the raw stat would be education.
education. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, add a point to education.
All right. Cool.
Oh, wow.
So I was rolling to see if Lucy would have the common sense to not blurt out, "What object are you talking about?" So it looks like she does.
And you also see the text back of yes without the captain even flinching.
So Lucy's just gonna kind of do.
And you both, well, Harold, you feel the box warm up.
Gideon.
Ooh, that's weird.
Gideon. You feel the box warm up.
I'm gonna try it.
Roll power.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I try and just pull it out of whatever pocket that I'm keeping it in and present it forward.
Yeah, it's really hot, but you place it on the desk before it burns your hand.
Do the thing. Do the.
It's all
She did
she's
the thing?
already doing the thing.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
I don't
why
know
it's hot.
oh, that's why it's hot. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say I was very confused. Normally it's cold. I didn't know if it was changing up on us.
Yes. Now we can speak freely, I think.
Freely-ish. There could still be shadows lurking about, but there's
Roll
shadows
spot.
in that box for sure.
Roll spot hidden. And Lucy as well.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. You see shadows in the corner, Lucy. And you couldn't see shadows before. Roll sanity.
Guys. What is that?
And you point this out to the captain and Gideon.
Yep. She's like, the is that?
Gideon, what do you say?
Shadows. I mean, they're all they're linked to whatever the hell's in this box. The box has got like a special kind of shadow in it.
And the captain, thinking for a second, just rips it off the wall and shoves it into the box. And it starts writhing, and then she remembers that she put the field around the box, so she makes a hole in the field and then crushes the shadow into a tiny point and then shoves it into the tiny point that she opened, and then puts the field back up.
Does that shadow like shimmy its little way into the box?
The captain forces it into the box.
Okay.
And you see the shadow on the box in the field, kind of not happy at all. You can actually roll streetwise to see if you know if it's happy or not, both of you.
Shadow body language.
Mm-hmm.
Streetwise.
Nope.
There it is.
Ooh.
I think Lucy's still going like, Nani the actual F is that.
So the the shadow just goes into the box. Oh yes. Also, Lucy, you have the ability to detect life at 50%, and it's learned.
Ooh, where does that go?
Click add, and then just type detect life.
Oh,
And
under
then-
skills?
Yeah.
You can add more. That is cool. I did not know that.
Yes.
Detect life at 30, you said?
Currently at 50%, and
50.
checked.
And checked. Okay. Check that out. That
And
is
you can
cool.
roll. You can roll detect life as well, if you want. Nope, that's
I'm
a
still
failure.
going. No,
You
guys,
wanna
don't
push it?
understand. What is
You want to
that?
push it? You want to push it?
I don't. I think Lucy is still freaking
You lose
out.
a sanity.
That's fine.
You lose 1 sanity.
That is totally fine. Not that counter. Where's the stats one? Here we go.
Yeah, as soon as the shadows have been like ripped off the wall and shoved into the box, Gideon's in like high speed exposition mode. It's just like, so apparently the company that we work for is run by the shadow people. That's who we saw. That's who I saw in the vision I told you about before, Lucy. Harold knows some things about them, but not a lot of things. But then he knows more things when I dig deeper with questions. Apparently the suits protect him against shadows, and that's why he's wearing it and why he hasn't been eaten. There's a big old shadow in this box, and apparently it's special, and that's why the lizard people want it, because it's even though they normally use shadows for a power source, this one is so special it like fixes the technology to be better or something.
So the one yesterday mentioned something about that.
What?
So Lucy was there for that, and Gideon was there for that.
No, this is Lucy after that explanation going, what?
Yeah, and for some reason when I started asking all these questions, Harold started getting like bad headaches and like couldn't use his powers for a bit. So that's why I came here and asked the captain to put it in a box, because that box might be eavesdropping and affecting us.
Lucy, roll sanity.
I got a bad headache last night and started hearing voices and stuff. Maybe that's connected?
You lose 5 sanity and roll a d6. On top of the 5 sanity you lose.
But it wasn't a fumble.
It's a 96 plus.
Or so I lose
So
9.
you lose 9 sanity total. And I can have you roll in the psychic puzzle table, so roll a d100.
I guess the captain and I would have both noticed. Is Lucy's head glowing?
Yeah.
What?
Oops.
38.
38.
That sounds familiar.
70, and then...
Yeah, I'm going to have you roll again.
Alright, 1.
Because I'm not giving you that.
Oh shit.
Okay. I am extremely concerned.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay, there we go.
In fact, we'll just go to the one above. We'll just go to the one above and say that roll a d6.
So many things to roll. 1d6. 5.
Okay, so you lose your psychic abilities for 5 hours.
Oh wait, so
Okay.
the light that was around. So is the light gone now?
Yes, the light fades.
I think I just noticed that it was there,
And then it
And then it
pops
went.
out of existence.
and then like,
And then the captain's like, Lucy,
did you?
what? When did you get psychic abilities?
I don't know. What is going on?
It's I pull out my taser and I'm like, are you a lizard person? Because that's what happened the last time, right?
No.
Roll charm, Lucy.
I'm not a lizard person.
The last
Roll
time
charm
somebody
with a minus 20.
Actually, we set up a like a code word that the player is trying to remember now. Where's my notebook?
If you remember it, it's a minus 50 on your charm.
I'm pretty sure I wrote it down.
I will.
That's Lightbringer stuff. That's peasant stuff. Starchaser. Apparently, I didn't write that part down. I wrote down what the captain's name is that I didn't remember before. Okay. So roll charm with what now?
Minus 20.
Okay.
So that's a 655. Yeah, you believe Lucy.
Okay.
I'm not a lizard person. I'm just really freaked out because crap's happening to my head.
Yeah, you had a psychic glow, and now it's gone. Sorry, it's the last. Sorry, I put away this stun gun, but it's. Sorry, the last time somebody showed up with that out of nowhere, they were a lizard person pretending to be that person.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The captain will turn to you and put her hand on your head. Do you allow her?
Sure.
And you'll regain your psychic abilities.
Yay! Yay! I'm a llama again. Wait.
And you will gain roll 1d4.
D4. 1.
You will gain 1 sanity.
Sanity's like a freaking yo-yo, yo.
As the captain says, well, this is unprecedented. I don't know of anyone above the age of 12 that has spontaneously gained psychic abilities.
Do you guys put something in the drinks?
I can assure you we do not.
Alright, what do?
This is the captain going, I don't know. If you...
How do I use it?
The captain will explain to you. Let's see, let's pull up the book. And I will get the exact wording.
Player question. Can psychic abilities be transmitted from one person to another?
Oh, that's sense life, not detect life. Sorry, I got, yeah.
Okay.
But the book says sense life, so can sense the presence of other minds, in this case the shadow people.
Okay.
The number present, and the type of mind, whether animal, human, lizard person, etc., and the approximate location.
Okay.
So on a success, you spend. If I'm going to say on a success, you spend 1 point. On a failure, you don't spend the point, but you do lose the sanity.
Magic point?
Yeah.
Okay. Have those. Had no idea what to do with them until now.
But functional, that's functionally player knowledge. So the captain will say to you, well, usually you just do it. Like, you focus.
I'm not some sort of sporting goods slogan. I don't know what that means.
Close your eyes
Okay.
and try to put your being out there. Roll detect life with a minus 30.
Put my being out. Okay. Hello, psychic dating app. I'm putting myself out there.
Yeah, roll sense life with a minus 30. So that's. Oh my gosh, that's not even a success. That's a 55.
That's six luck to a success.
Yes.
Yeah, I will do that.
So
Put the luck
someone
down.
finally succeeds on
that's
a
5
sense life
sense
roll.
lives that we've failed.
Granted, it's at a 50%, so it should have at least half the time.
3 of those 5 rolls have been over 85.
Yeah. So you see in your mind's eye a bunch of shadows clustered in one point on the desk.
Okay.
And then you see 3 decks below you a much, much larger quantity of them.
Okay.
And you detect every life form on the ship. And you also know that there's no lizard people.
Too many of
And
them.
roll sanity.
Crap. Why would you tell me to do this, Gloria? Sanity, there it is.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
you roll a d6.
I'm gonna use my auto success or the auto success on that one
Okay.
because I don't want 2 fumble sanities in a row.
Yeah, that's a d6 and 5 and the fumble table.
Yeah, I mean, Lucy's having a rough time, but I don't think she's going insane yet.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna use that.
So you are a bit overwhelmed, but I'm going to say that you handle it swimmingly.
Okay, yeah, Lucy's just gonna be like, oh, whoa, too many. How do I turn this down?
Just open your eyes.
Oh, hey, that works. So there's a lot of shadows in that thing, and she points at the box. And then there's like a whole, not to use a pun, but there's a whole boatload of them lower.
How much lower?
Like, I don't know, below decks. Does Lucy know how many decks?
You would know. Yeah, because you have the schematics of the ship, remember?
I do.
So
I've got
you would
all the info.
Yeah, you would look at your pad and you would be able to roll that analysis to.
Can I have the guard schedule too. Can I even tell her like who's on duty in that section?
Oh, you're not very good at data analysis, so I'm going to say
I don't have analysis. I've got computer operation, aerospace engineering. I could see arguing that that's
yes,
dealing with the layout of the ship.
Perfect.
Okay. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, add a point to aerospace engineering.
Yeah. So
And you would
like...
be looking at the schematics, and with your memory of Synth Life, would know that that's The greenhouse deck,
Okay.
where all the food
Okay.
is grown.
Yeah, so it's here on the greenhouse deck. I think Eddie's working there today. Yes, all of the security guards are Eddie and Lucy's mind.
And the captain messages Eddie.
Which one?
The actual Eddie.
There's an actual Eddie?
Yes! That's why I've been laughing so. This running joke.
That's amazing.
Because there's an actual Eddie that works in the greenhouse deck.
Actually, this is probably a good time to do the intermission thing.
Yes.
Since we're going to be moving. So we're going to take, we're trying something a little bit new too with the intermission. So it gives us a chance to stretch our legs, get a drink, that sort of thing. And all of you viewers as well. So we're going to do a quick 5-minute break. There'll be like just a quick 1-minute ad in the middle of that somewhere. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Actually, I'm going to keep talking because I want to add a timer. And let me see if I have a way to do that easily and quickly. Might be a little more than 5 minutes. And I don't see a way to do that quickly, so we'll just, we'll leave it at that. So, yeah, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh, actually, 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Cat walks in. Because we're back, of course. Cat.
Yep. Mine just thought it would be a great idea to knock over the switch in its dock. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm back. So we were heading to the greenhouse, right?
No, the captain had just messaged Eddie.
Oh, right.
Does Eddie actually happen to be working near the greenhouse? Or where is Eddie actually working?
We will find out in a second. Eddie, hello. Yes, Captain. What's the status currently? Oh, all the greens are green and all. There's really nothing eventful down here ever. So there's nothing to report, is what you're saying. No, Captain. There's never anything to report. Good. Well, seeing as we three are the only ones on the ship with the ability to see them. Okay, there's also Harold. Do we want to bring Harold?
So I sent him somewhere else to keep him busy just while we locked the box up to have a chat. Just because I don't know if our organization is spying on him or if he would pass the information along to them. So I would say if we get Harold, just be cognizant of what we say in front of him.
I'll let you message Harold.
If it's once we've decided where to go, I guess I'll send him a message and just tell him to meet us there.
Yes, we are going to the greenhouse deck.
What do you think we do with that? Points at the box.
The captain opens a safe and into the safe and then locks the safe. I believe it will be safe there.
One thought. What if we need that what if we need to shove whatever is on the ship back into that? I don't want to take it with us, but we may need to take it with us. I don't know how it works dimension-wise in size, but I feel like you could probably fit a lot more shadow in there than you'd expect. I don't think it's 1-to-1.
I'm pretty sure they didn't cover the quantum mechanics of shadows at MIT, so I have no idea.
You can roll science physics anyway, if you really want.
Yeah, why not? Science physics, there it is.
Nope.
Nope. I must have missed that day.
And the captain, thinking for a minute, would you be okay with me having the box while we do this?
Sure, as long as I would just look out for any handsy lizard people or shadows trying to take it off of you.
Oh, yes, about that. You see, the lizard people said that they had a lack of shadows, and that shadows powered the portal technology. So, putting those two things together, I don't think we will be seeing them anymore. When you say Lucy?
I mean, unless they were, lying or have a backup or something like that, then yeah, seems logical, I guess.
I do wish we had gotten something actually useful out of them, out of why they and the shadow seem to be constantly fighting. It's, for the most part, the shadow has been pretty benign on this ship until it started attacking us, and that didn't occur right away. So something must have prompted it.
Didn't one try to eat your leg or something?
Right, but that was, I mean, we'd been on the ship for several days at that point.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure why that occurred about the same time I had the vision of the captain being eaten by shadows. But again, it's just a matter of why now, I suppose. But
do they not know the difference between lizard people and humans? Because that might do it.
I mean, I don't know what the shadows are exactly. They've got a mind to them, so they're not shadow.
If it makes you feel any better, I could not even see them until a little bit ago.
It's I don't know. It's what worries me is the ones that were in my vision that were kind of almost they're not masquerading as people, but they're acting like people. They run a damn company. So I don't know. This is all exit.
Would that make it a shadow corporation?
Someone finally got the pun! It was a very, very massive pun.
Get it? It's a pun! Sorry, I'm going back to Peasant's Trick back there for a second.
Yeah.
So with that, those actions. So would that make it a shadow corporation?
I guess in ownership at the very least. Not every employee is a shadow, but
no.
I don't know.
Gideon, it's a joke.
I don't get it. Okay.
These things called shadow corporations, they're not real shadows. It's just they do stuff, shady stuff.
But do they not know about the real shadows?
No, they don't.
Okay. And the captain will open the safe without turning, and then have the box floating in front of her. So you said you had it in your pocket for a while, and it was fine?
Well, I mean, as far as we could tell, we didn't notice shadows crawling in and out of it until today, but that was all probably happening before. It seemed upset when
GM will say, you failed a lot of spine rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine. It didn't seem to like it when I shook it. I enjoyed it, but then Harold wound up with some headaches.
Captain stopped shaking it.
Oh, it's what I didn't get to see. So I don't know if it was the thing inside that got mad and mind affected Harold, or if the thing inside was mad, but then the outside stuff blasted him. If that makes sense. Or if it matters, that all could be just an academic discussion for somewhere else, some other time. I feel like I've been rambling for a while. Maybe we should just go to the green.
Captain pockets the the box and makes very sure not to shake it.
I should.
and you make it to the greenhouse. And Harold is there.
Did I text him to meet us there, or did he just show up?
You told him to meet you at the greenhouse before you even met with the captain.
Yeah, but then I told him to take a nap. So-
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
I think,
I don't trust him.
speaking of that, Lucy probably is going to text Sarah on the way there and be like, weird stuff's going on in the greenhouse if you want to check it out.
So are we meeting with everybody?
Depends on if Sarah comes and checks it out or not.
Page all the Eddies. Get them all down here.
I'm gonna need Ed, and Eddie to the greenhouse. The greenhouse, Ed, and Eddie.
Oh god. Okay, serious time. Serious time. I would like everybody who is going to the greenhouse to roll sanity. And that's Lucy
Yes.
rolling twice, once for her, once for Captain.
Okay, that's mine.
Oh, no.
Gideon rolling a d6.
And for
And
the
also
captain-
also rolling sanity for Harold.
I forget. Are we able to push sanity rolls?
Yes, you are.
Let's push a sanity roll.
If you fail, it's 2d6. Oh no, you gain 10 sanity because that's a 1. You gain 10 sanity.
I'm feeling so sane. And I roll for Harold as well,
Mm-hmm.
just for my sheet.
Just from your sheet. No, Harold is fine. Oh yeah, Lucy, you add a point to sanity.
Yeah. I did.
And did you roll for the captain? Yes, the captain's
Captain got a
fine.
63.
And is Sarah there?
So Lucy texted her. Does Sarah show up?
Is it during the day?
I assume it's during the day.
Let's see.
Assume this didn't take several hours to go through.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I imagine the box within a box conspiracy could have only taken a couple of hours at most.
Sarah texts her mom, and the captain looks at you, looks at her phone, looks at you. You want Sarah there.
I just thought, she's security and there's weird stuff going on at the greenhouse. So I just let her know.
I'm gonna executive decision no.
All right. Just, thought you might want some security there. Asking for a friend.
I mean, I guess she can't see the shadows either. So we've got everyone here that can.
That's why I just no.
I mean, it's never a good idea to overlook what moral support can provide, but I'll leave that up to you too.
If you want to roll charm, you can roll charm, Lucy.
Sure.
Nope. You do not convince the captain at all.
I love that I have, what is it now? 76 in charm, and I'm either like super success or super fail. There is no middle.
Well, you rolled a lot of 78s before. 78s and 79s before. You were rolling at a -10.
Yeah, that's fair. But
So,
it is funny
yeah.
though that They're the really high, like 75 or up, or like 15 or below. There's not really much in the middle.
I feel like I've hit an exorbitant amount of ones and hundreds in this campaign.
That is actually the second one in this entire campaign. And the other one was Tuesday when it wasn't even streamed.
Okay. Oh.
So yeah.
Pretty wild.
We have not hit very many ones.
Got it.
That's the second one.
Couple 100s, not much in the way of ones.
Yeah.
More on the negative end of the spectrum.
Yeah, we've hit lots of 90s to 100s for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So you show up at the greenhouse, and everybody's rolled 7.
Yep. The cat in.
I'll wait until Raven's back.
Oh, I'm still here. I just had to open the door for the cat so she'd stop whining.
Yeah. So you all hear in your head, "Welcome. We've been waiting for you."
God? Did anybody else
And
hear
the
that?
captain looks at you. Dear, that's the shadows.
I don't
Look,
know. I've never
and-
heard voices
and
like
she
this before.
Points up. She points up to the ceiling. And do you both look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, roll sanity.
Great.
Again.
Yay!
As you both see on the top, inky boiling blackness above your heads, just covering the entire ceiling.
Yep, that's definitely not God.
Not the conventional one, anyway.
I don't think I'm equipped to deal with that.
Well, if you're not, then the rest of us definitely aren't.
Yeah.
No offense. No
I
pressure.
mean, yeah, but I'm not equipped to deal with that many. And Harold looks at the captain. I don't think we're meant to deal with them.
Then why were they waiting for us, Harold? What's going on?
And you all hear, "We've been waiting to explain things. Thank you for dealing with the lizard threat."
Have you tried a method of communication that isn't just latching onto people and freezing them?
We were hungry. Those were rogues. Well, no. Retcon, those were rogues. We are not supposed to do that. We sustain very well off of oxygen and nitrogen. And there's plenty here. We don't have to eat all the time. Only when we have a great need. We can go into stasis for quite some time.
Right. So why did the lizard people say that we should help them wipe you out?
Because we do not know for sure, but we have gathered from our intelligence over there, which they completely and utterly destroyed in a month. But from what they reported back to us through our portals, it seems that they don't know that we think or feel. They just see us as cattle. They can't hear us, they can't understand us. And it's our brethren over in their dimension just had awful stories of them. We saved as many as possible. As you can see.
All right. So, lizards, bad. Shadows, not so bad.
We will not hurt anyone as long as you leave us alone and let us to our business.
What does that entail?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
That's never a good line.
And cue finger steeples and maniacal laughter in 5, 4, 3.
Yes.
Does it still count as monologuing if the creature doing it is like a bunch of consciousnesses?
Is that your inner dialogue becoming your external dialogue?
Yeah. So, we as a whole have a very simple task. To get that box back to home base. With as many of us in it as possible.
Why?
But roll charm.
But why? We made that piece of technology as bait for them so they could open up portals and we could go through and save as many of us from their dimension as possible. Okay. So what is it?
It is a TARDIS.
A what?
Huh?
It is a lot bigger on the inside.
What?
It is essentially a pocket dimension
Okay.
that allows us to concentrate our powers.
Right.
For the purposes of
Creating
For the purposes,
portals?
essentially.
But you
But
can't
what
make
about
the
not
portals.
essentially? What about maybe let's stick to the more detailed answers.
So we do not wish to go to other dimensions, as the lizard people apparently did, in order to eliminate us with extreme prejudice. But we do wish to find our brethren, wherever and whenever that may be. So we can gain in power. And enhance you in the process. Your species is very fascinating to us. Your capacity for psychic abilities is very interesting. And as they continue talking, you feel your psychic abilities draining. As you lose 5 psychic points, 5 magic points, both of you.
Do you guys have anything that you could like shoot these guys with?
No, I tried that last time. I tried that yesterday. It just kind of passed right through it.
Oh, okay. Because I don't think they're on the level.
No, it.
I think it's Lizard's bad, Shadow's also bad. And they all just need to get the hell out of my dimension.
You both now have 80% in sense life.
That's a big jump.
Mm-hmm.
2 follow-up questions. You said so you can all gain in power by putting as many of you in the box as you want. That's not really an end goal. Power is really more of an intermediate step. So what are you using the power for? And then what changes are you planning on making to us as a species? And also why?
Well, you see, the more people with psychic abilities, the better it is for us.
Against enough Owen.
You both lose 2 more psychic points, 2 more magic points. And the captain basically says, I think we're done here. And basically ushers both of you and Harold out.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
How does the shadow react to that?
Both of you roll power.
Yay, success. Oh no.
Let's spend.
That's really close,
5
though.
luck on that.
So, yes. Both of you feel your muscles tighten up as you're walking away. But you push through it. Roll for the captain too. Raven.
Yay!
Yeah. And Harold rolled for. Gideon rolled for Harold. Yeah. You all make it out of there, no problems. And the captain looks at you. Okay. Now, anyone got any ideas on how to deal with this problem?
I just now was able to see and talk to them and stuff, so I got nothing.
Yeah, so far the only resource on the ship that's been able to touch those is you. So it's my plan B's all start. My plan B's all start kind of involving either throwing this box or the ship into like a star and letting things sort itself out.
That was way too many for my abilities to work.
Is there a black hole around here?
I would like you both to roll on spy hidden.
Oh wait, we're on our way to Mars. I actually would know that. There's not a black hole nearby.
It's the future.
So,
maybe there is now.
So Lucy, you can spend one luck to make that an extreme success. if you want.
Sure.
As you spot a portal opening above you, like directly above you.
Jesus.
Incoming!
And the captain raises her hand, but then thinks for a minute and thinks, no, I'm interested to see what's coming out of that.
You have fun with that. Lucy's gonna get behind the captain.
What's Gideon doing?
If the captain's not gonna close it, I pull out my stun taser and hope that something tangible comes through that can be shot.
As does Harold. And out of the portal comes a dog.
A dog?
Mm-hmm. Wagging tail and all.
Does the dog have a psychic aura about it?
No.
Okay. I do not immediately shoot at that.
Lucy's
And
gonna
the captain catches it with her telekinesis and puts it on the ground. It's like, huh.
Lucy's gonna go up to it and, like, grab it by the sides of his head, like you do with dogs, and, like, put her face up close to it, like, are you a lizard person? Are you a lizard person? No, you're not a lizard person.
Roll since life,
Okay.
both of you. That's an extreme success. Yeah, you know it's not a lizard person. You also know it's not a lizard person, and you gain 1 point. Oh, also you spend a magic point because you're rolling since life.
How do I get those back, by the way?
So magic points you gain on a day-by-day basis. So you gain 3 per day.
Okay, because I'm almost out.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome. Oh, you're supposed to start with whatever your maximum is plus 4.
Oh, okay. Then I've
So
got...
you currently have 8.
Okay, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. And what's Gideon's current one?
12.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So you were at maximum when we started? Okay.
So we know that it's not a lizard person. Can we tell if it's a dog? with those
Yes,
extremes?
with that roll, you know that it's a dog. And you can also, with that roll, since all the shadows in the other room and all of the beings on the ship and a portal opening in Lucy's room.
Oh, no, you don't. Lucy says that out loud. It says, there's a portal in my room.
Do we get before
Also, dibs on the dog.
the sense life like fades? Do we get any semblance of what's coming through that portal?
So with that sense life, you would know that it is human.
Okay, so it's not another dog.
No.
It's like,
And you would also know that it has that they have psychic abilities.
Huh. Why do we have
You
a
better
new
not touch my
psychic
stuff.
word?
Yeah, they better
Do we-
not touch my stuff. We should go check that out.
I was gonna say, did you want to go confront them, or were you just gonna change rooms?
Well,
I think the captain says, I think I will go back to my office because I've had enough of this and I am quite shaken.
Is your office where we go to when we've had enough of this?
No, it's where I go to when I've had enough of this.
Lucy's gonna put her hands on her hips and be like, last I checked, the thing in front of your name says Captain, and this is your ship, and there is an intruder on your ship.
And it has been here how long?
About
And who
5
brought
seconds.
it here?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we know Harold brought it here.
The person that just showed up in my
No.
room.
You know that they came out of a box. And you would know that you
came out of
brought
a
the box
box.
on board.
Right, but it was
Lucy's-
Harold's fault. When you
Lucy's
think
talk-
about it.
Lucy's talking about the human that's in her room.
Oh.
Not the shadows.
The captain messages Sarah. Sarah, go to Lucy's room. Sarah's like, my pleasure.
There's an unknown psychic there. That would have been good information.
Yes, the captain says that before Lucy.
Okay. I was gonna say, if she doesn't say
Yes.
that, Lucy would be like, by the way.
There is an unknown psychic in Lucy's room. And Sarah's like, still my pleasure. And do you both just go straight there?
That's where Lucy's going.
Yeah, Oh, before the captain leaves, Gideon's gonna like eye motion towards where the pocket where the box is and ask for that back.
Yeah, Harold's got it at
Harold
this
has-
point. Yeah, the captain handed it to Harold and left.
What is Harold?
You deal with this.
I specifically warned the captain not to give Harold shit.
The captain's a bit shaken and does not care at this point. What do you do? What do you tell Harold?
I'm not gonna say anything at this point because if that goes to shit, I can blame it on the captain as long as I've got plausible deniability. I didn't give the box back to Harold.
See my LA.
Yeah, Harold rolls spot hidden. Not Lucy.
What?
Yeah, add 10 points.
Dang.
To spot hidden.
Excuse me, I can't stop yawning.
So, with a 1, you see about 20 shadows go into the box. And
Did they-
Harold
Sorry.
just shivering as they do.
I mean, does he seem okay with that? Is he like does he react to it at all?
Harold, you hear in your head, are we okay with this?
Not exactly, but we don't have a great alternative for right now, so let's just ride that out.
And Lucy, you don't hear any of this.
That's good.
And Harold's just like, yeah, seems logical. And you go to Lucy's room. Do you tell Harold to come with? Or what do you tell Harold?
Yeah, it's if he's got the box, it's I want him to come with.
Awesome.
Yes, it's